Hi guys, and welcome back to Simply Forex, the channel dedicated to you, the trader. We want you to be successful in the markets. So guys, I'm going to give you some gold every day. I'm going to let you know which currency pairs I'm looking to trade and which direction. And I'm also going to let you know which news that you must be aware of. If you like these vids, then please subscribe to the channel and like and share. So let's take a look at the chart and what I'm potentially going to trade today. Morning traders, how are you? I hope you had a good weekend. I hope you misbehaved and you're paying for it now. Guys, yeah, we've got lots to do today. It's Monday, it's the 25th of April. We're going to look back at Friday's trades first of all, and Friday's question. We're going to look at today's potential trade ideas. I've got another question for you, and we're going to look at the news, guys. So lots to get through today. And also I'd love to hear from you guys. Let me know how your trading's going. So please leave a comment below the vid. It'll be good to hear from you. Right, so yeah, recap time. Let's look back at Friday's trades. We had two potential trades. The first one was this was the Aussie dollar against the US dollar. We were shorting this market because, as you can see, price was in a uptrend. Yeah, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. But then eventually these lows here, were broken. Okay, so this tells me that structure has changed to the downside. And then, as you can see, guys, we also had this very bearish candle form on the Thursday, which just told me we could take price back down to this blue line. Okay, and as you can see, guys, that's exactly what happened, and some. Yeah, price is still going. All right, so let's look at H1 to see how we did or didn't get into this trade. So, as you can see, guys, yeah, we were waiting for price to come. So price came down, but we were waiting for price to come back up into our grey zone. And then a bearish candlestick pattern form, and we could take price lower. But as you can see, guys, that didn't happen. Price just shot down and hit our blue line pretty quickly. Okay, so for me, I didn't have a chance to get into this trade. Okay, I was waiting for price to retrace to the grey zone. If you were being more aggressive, you could have perhaps traded off of, well, none of these really, guys. I mean, this is the first candle that tells me sellers are in control, but then we've already hit target. Okay, so yeah, there was no trade for me on this pair, although the direction was very good. Okay, so yeah, that was Aussie dollar, US dollar short. The second trade we were looking at was this was the pound against the New Zealand dollar. We were looking to long this market. The reasons are as follows. Yes, the price was in a downtrend, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. And then this area here, okay, where highs were reacting, eventually broke with this very bullish green candle. Okay, so after that we were sort of looking for long, so price structure had changed. And then we got this candle on the Thursday. So Friday we were just trying to take price up to this blue line or even this blue line, guys. Okay, so let's take a look and see what actually happened on this pair. So yeah, if we look at the H1, guys, we had two grey zones, and as you can see, price did come down to our second grey zone before this candle formed. Okay, so this candle here tells me that buyers have taken control of this market. Okay, so this was my cue to enter this market. All right, this candle here. Okay, I actually got a slight retrace because if you look, guys, let's zoom in a little bit. Yeah, so if you look, guys, yeah, if I entered on the close of this candle, my stop will be around 65 pips. Okay, so I waited for a slight retrace in order to get some value. Okay, so I actually got in around 319, I believe it was. Okay, around this area here. I put my stop below here, and I took price back up to these last highs here, because this gave me a risk to reward of 1:1, guys. It was Friday evening. Yeah, as soon as I got to risk to reward 1:1, I closed 80% of my trade. Okay, so yeah, and I've still got 20% of this trade open. So my stop is still here. I'm still open for 20% of this trade. To be honest with you guys, looking at the daily candle, if my 20% comes back up to here, I will close the trade, guys. I will close the trade in profit, just because of the daily candle. Yeah, if we look at this daily candle, yeah, this doesn't tell me that, you know, buyers are in control and price wants to go higher. Okay, but looking back at the H1, it was a good trade off of this candle. We made some nice profit, risk to reward 1:1. Okay, so yeah, I hope you took this trade, guys. Pound against the New Zealand dollar. Right, and also, guys, from Friday we had a question, and it was regarding this pair. This was the Aussie dollar against the Swiss franc. Obviously, guys, this candle wasn't there when I asked the question. Okay, we had this candle. Okay, this is what we were informing our decision on. All right, guys, and some of you said midterm we're looking to yeah, we're looking for price to go higher. But remember, guys, I'm an intraday trader, so all I'm reacting to is this candle here. All right, and what price structure is telling me. Okay, I will hold trades for a couple of days max. Okay, so bearing that in mind, if I had to take a trade on this pair, I would have gone short. Yeah, price was clearly in an uptrend. Yeah, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. But now higher highs are not forming. Okay, higher highs are not forming. Yeah, we've got a higher low just, but when price comes back up to these highs and we're not seeing new highs, then this tells me structure is trying to break down. And then sure enough, we had this very bearish candle form. So all I would look to do was just short this market, potentially down to this low or even these lows here. Okay, and as you can see, that's exactly what happened. Okay, if we look on the H1 to see where we might have entered, yeah, again, guys, it was similar to the Aussie dollar, US dollar. It didn't really give us an entry. Price just shot down very quickly. Okay, but yeah, my idea to go short was correct on this pair. If we look at the weekly candle, because some of you were looking mid-term or long-term, so let's have a look at the weekly candle. If price, well, judging by the weekly candle that's just closed and all of these wicks here, I still think price could come down to the moving average 20 and even this area of support here before it goes back up to perhaps these highs here. Okay, so yeah, very longer term, yeah, this price, this is what could happen. Okay, but for me, intraday trading, if I had to trade that pair, I would have just shorted it on Friday. Right, guys, so yeah, that's the recap of Friday. Let's look at today's potential trades now. Guys, if you enjoyed Friday's recap, then please smash that like button, guys. Yeah, it really helps support the channel. And why not subscribe? Come and join us. Right, so trade ideas for Monday the 25th of April. We've got 4 trade ideas for today, guys. The first one is this. This is the pound against the US dollar. Okay, and as you can see, guys, yeah, price has been in a downtrend, lower lows, lower highs, yeah, lower lows, lower highs, and then boom, we now have lower lows again. Okay, so the downward trend is continuing. Okay, and if I zoom in a little bit, we had this very bearish candle form on Friday. Okay, so all we want to do, guys, is just carry this momentum on down to this blue line, down to the 2800 psychological level. Okay, so we're just trying to take it a short distance, so we need a little bit of a retrace to give us some value and room to move into. All right, but pound US dollar short. Let's look at H1 for execution. So a couple of grey zones, guys. Yeah, so price could either retrace into this grey zone, yeah, our first grey zone. Then we want to see a bearish candlestick pattern form. Okay, that's always our cue to enter the trade. We can enter, we can take price back down to this low where we close 80% of the trade, and then we can leave 20% to run down to our higher time frame target. All right, guys, if that doesn't happen, then price could retrace up into this grey zone. To be honest with you guys, because the day candle is so bearish, I don't expect it to retrace all the way to here, but it could. So again, retrace up to our grey zone, a bearish candlestick pattern form, and then we just want to take it back down to these lows and then leave us 20% on the trade down to our higher time frame target. All right, guys, so yeah, pound US dollar short. The next trade we're looking at is Aussie dollar US dollar short. All right, guys, so if I zoom out a bit, as you can see, yeah, price was clearly in an upward trend, okay, and then eventually price has begun to break down, okay, and it's even broke this diagonal support here now as well. So that's another reason, another piece of confluence to take this price lower. Okay, and we've got this very bearish candle form on Friday. Okay, so again, we just want to take price a short distance down to this blue line, which are these last lows here, down to the psychological level of 7,200. All right, guys, just shorting this market. Let's look at H1 for execution. So guys, yeah, that grey zone is quite a distance away, but price could retrace up into this grey zone. All right, then we want to see a bearish candlestick pattern form. That's our cue to enter, and then we can take price back down to this low here. Okay, close 80% of the trade, and then we can leave 20% to run down to our higher time frame target. Okay, if that doesn't happen, guys, we do have another option for this pair. So because that grey zone is so far away, price might just retrace up to our moving average 20. Okay, but then we still need to see a bearish candlestick pattern. All right, then we can enter the trade, then we can take price down to this low, close 80%, and then leave 20% to run down to our higher time frame target. All right, guys, so yeah, if we're being more aggressive on this pair, we could trade the first candlestick pattern that we see. Okay, guys, the third trade for today is this. This is the New Zealand dollar against the US dollar. So as you can see, guys, I'm seeing a lot of dollar strength. Yeah, all the last three trades, yeah, all dollar strength. So trade the one that gives you the best setup. Okay, but again, similar story, was in an uptrend. Okay, we were getting higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, and then bang, eventually this area here, these lows here broke. Okay, so now we are firmly in a downtrend. Yeah, price came up, reacted. All right, and then we've got this bearish, well, very bearish candle form on Friday. So again, similar to the others, I just want to take it a short way down to a psychological level of 6,600. Okay, so yeah, shorting this market as well. Let's look at H1 to see where we can enter. So a couple of grey zones here, guys. So price, yeah, could retrace up into this grey zone. Then we want to see a bearish candlestick pattern form. We can then enter the trade, take price back down to this low, close 80% and leave 20% to run. Alternatively, price could retrace into this grey zone, but I don't think it will retrace that far, but it could. And then again, bearish candlestick pattern, take price back down to this low, close 80%, and then leave 20% to run down to our higher time frame target. All right, guys, so yeah, New Zealand US dollar short. Yeah, lots of US dollar strength. The fourth and final trade idea for today, guys, is this. This is the New Zealand dollar against the Canadian dollar. We've been shorting this since last week. Yeah, so it was in an uptrend, came up, and then we had a bit of a sideways market. Then eventually, bang, these lows broke, and we are in a downward structure. Okay, and on Friday, we had this bearish candle form. Okay, so again, we're just going to take it a short distance down to a psychological level of 8,400. Okay, so we need a little bit of retrace to give us enough room to enter. Okay, let's look at H1 to see where we can enter. My computer's a little bit slow all of a sudden. Okay, so yeah, this is our grey zone, guys. So we want to see price retrace into this grey zone. Then we want to see a bearish candlestick pattern form, take price back down to the lows, close 80%, leave 20% to run down to our blue line. All right, guys. So yeah, New Zealand against the Canadian dollar, we're looking to short this market as well. All right, so they're the 4 trade ideas, guys, for today. I also have a question. So this pair that we're looking at here is the New Zealand dollar against the Canadian dollar, and I'm looking to short this market. Okay, but if we look at the Aussie dollar, Canadian dollar, why am I reluctant to short this market? Yeah, I'm happy to short the New Zealand dollar against the Canadian dollar. My question is, why am I reluctant to short the Aussie dollar against the Canadian dollar? Why is this not one of my trade ideas for today? Okay, guys, so that's the question for today. Right, guys, yeah, so let's take a look at the news now. Guys, if you're enjoying this daily morning analysis and would like to receive it every single day, Monday to Friday, then please smash the subscribe button and then smash the notification button. That way, guys, you'll receive an alert and you'll receive the analysis every single morning. So go ahead and do that. Right, news for Monday, the 25th of April. It's quite a light news day, guys. Yeah, so Australia and New Zealand are on holiday, as you can see. And then the only 3-star rating that we're interested in today is this. At 8 o'clock GMT, coming out of the Euro, we've got the German business climate. Okay, so that's the only piece of news that we're interested in today, guys. As you can see, no other 3-star ratings. Right, guys, yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the vid. Please subscribe, like, and share with your friends. I hope you have a great, wonderful, fantastic trading day. And I'll see you tomorrow, guys. See you tomorrow.